How y'all are? Welcome to another edition of Cajun Wednesday on a Tuesday.
Sometimes it be like that.
Yeah, it's just spreading like a germ.
Look, sometimes down here in South Louisiana, we just got to do stuff as it comes, like straight up CrossFit talk, right? Unknown and unknowable. Sometimes it just be like that.
Well, normally you hear on Wednesday. I have no idea where on this planet I will be tomorrow at noon.
Right.
So we figured let's do it today when I knew I was going to be right here and I could pull you in. Tomorrow I'm going to be somewhere, hopefully in the state of New York at noon tomorrow. Hopefully I'm at a place where I can pull over and do this show at least for 15 minutes to hang out with y'all. That is kind of where we are this week.
Somewhere between Ohio and New York, wherever that ends up being.
I am not into New York by noon tomorrow. As you told me, one of your events went last weekend. That means my shitty plan was done beautifully, and I got a shitty result from the shitty plan.
100%. I had a terrible plan. I executed it perfectly.
Yep. So, Ohioans use you only on Cajun days.
Just today, Aaron.
Only
just
on Cajun days.
I gave him permission. It's fine.
Yeah, and if you go to Southern Ohio, it is all y'all. Yeah. So one great thing that's happening this week is I'm actually losing my voice on games week because timing has to be perfect.
You couldn't time that better if you tried.
But I do have to start today's show off sharing a text I got from Carolyne Prevost.
Oh.
As she is already in Albany. She's already getting geared up.
Sweet.
And I just had to share this. Should only take me a second to pull this up. All right. This is from Carolyne this morning. I've had conversations with two different people since arriving yesterday in Albany. One asked if I was volunteering at the games, and the other this morning at breakfast told me there's a fitness room in the hotel and a CrossFit gym nearby if I'm looking to find a workout this weekend. Plus a pool. Nobody will ever think I look like a games athlete. F grade for life.
Oh, dude, you couldn't make that up. You couldn't make that up. You need to. I hope Hiller sees that. I really, really do. Oh my word, that's funny. Oh, there's a fit. Thanks. Maybe I'll hit the
if you're looking to find a workout this weekend, there's a CrossFit gym nearby.
It's like right down the street, dude.
Yeah, that badass may be busy.
Yeah, that's hilarious. That is really hilarious. And she's too nice to just go, yeah, I'm here for the actual CrossFit games. I don't know if you've heard of those or not, but I'm here to compete in that. No? Okay.
Well, someone knew that. They asked her if she was volunteering.
Are you volunteering? Yes, I am. I'm volunteering my time. That is what's happening. Dude, I don't even know. God bless her for that.
I love the fact that she loves that this happens.
Yeah. 100%.
And then she says, like, hey, I got a body built to perform.
Correct.
It not for show, for go.
Go muscles, not show muscles. Whole different thing.
Yep.
Not that anybody would ever know the difference because she's sporting oversized t-shirts the entire time. And God bless her for it. I understand her reasoning, and I support it 1,000%. Good for her. Good for her. It is hilarious to think that somebody asked her if she was volunteering this weekend or that she wanted to get a workout in. There's a CrossFit gym right down the street.
Yeah.
Dude, that's good stuff right there.
She's like a turbocharged station wagon.
She's a oh, that's good stuff right there. I like that a whole lot.
So I thought that'd be a fun way to start off the show. as Albany is kicking with all the athletes getting there. Individual check-in is today. They're doing all that kind of stuff. And then I don't know if you guys have seen it, but on Instagram, they came out that there's going to be a live demo and announcement of event 9.
Yeah, noon, huh?
At 1 o'clock Eastern, noon Central.
Yeah, so noon my time.
If we can hang on just long enough, maybe we'll pop that up at the end of the show.
That's good stuff right there.
Like when I go to a nail salon and other customers push past me, assuming I'm on break outside or something.
They look at Judy and they're like, do I have to get on a waiting list? Like, who do I need to talk to? And Judy's like, I have no idea. I work here. I don't work here.
What color best fits my complexion?
Mm-hmm. I'll just throw it on them, Judy. Like, you should probably just go with brown. I would put brown. I don't know. I have no idea what color nails are supposed to look good and what aren't. That's not a thing for me. So
yeah, you and I are probably like, if it's not in the Crayola box of 8, we have no clue.
Not a single one. Not a single one.
I think get up to the 12 or the 16 or good Lord, the 64. I'm totally
64.
lost.
I remember how bad I wanted a 64. Like when I was in, I don't know, whatever, kindergarten or whatever. And like I knew other people that had it, but my mom was too broke to be able to buy the 64 pack. So like I had to make do with 16, son. I did get 16, not 8. So I was pretty excited about that whenever that happened.
Well, I wanted the 64 for the same reason every kid wanted the 64. It had the built-in sharpener.
Yeah.
So you could twist it on the back and get your crayons nice and crisp.
Be done. Yeah, look. Make me a real sharp line around this one.
Yeah. Aaron says, will the announcement be on IG Live? It's supposed to be both on YouTube Live and IG Live.
Yeah, I think all the lives, wherever they can go live, it's how like they are going to go live. So
well, we're gonna try to hang on and broadcast it here. See what happens. Yeah.
Provided Scott's voice doesn't fall completely out of his throat by the time that actually comes on. Just take your time, buddy. Take your time. No rush.
Gosh.
You need some sort of
I'm actually looking forward to getting out of here because something we're growing in this yard is killing me, man.
You know, just burn it all, Scott. I heard fire is the ultimate cleanser. And if you just burn everything in the yard, you'll probably be all right.
Roy G. Biv, the only colors? The sharpener for sure.
Everybody wanted that sharpener. That was the coolest thing Crayola did back in the day.
Where has Kat been? Did her new boyfriend lock her down? Just talked to Kat this morning. She's doing awesome, but she's got a lot going on in her life right now.
I bet she actually has her voice, though. It's probably a thing.
It probably does.
Jesus, man.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel any better, so I would spend my weekend in Kansas, or in between Kansas, so in between Missouri and Kansas, because we were staying on one side of the line and Monster Games on the other side of the line. And starting Friday morning, I had a dry hacking cough the entire weekend. And I don't have allergies. It's just that I'm so used to drinking my air the entire time that like the humid air that they had up there was just not real conducive to what I was doing. Your face is red, dude. Like that doesn't look good at all.
Good now.
I'm good. Super jazzed about losing my voice. It's the best thing ever. Oh man. Speaking of which, I want to tell you this because I know I texted it to you the other day, but before I forget about it, I had the most interesting Uber ride of my entire life Thursday afternoon. Last week, Thursday afternoon, coming from the airport to the venue for Monster Games. So my roommate for the weekend, we're not getting in until later on. So I was going to have to catch myself an Uber from the brand new Kansas City airport to the Overland Park Convention Center where the Monster Games are being held. So get off the plane, get my bag, call for the Uber. Dude finally shows up. I say finally shows up because there's 2 lanes at the airport. There's one for like if Scott was going to pick me up from the baggage claim, and then there's another lane, separate lane that's divided for like buses, ride shares, taxis, what have you, right? So I'm there where I'm supposed to be, and oh boy, wheels up in this lane behind me. Like I got a message on my thing from Uber that said, "Hey man, I'm here," and I'm like, "Are you though? Because I surely don't see you anywhere." And I had to turn around. I was like, "Oh, there's his orange Ford EcoBoost behind me. Let me go ahead and jump over there." So I jump across the median. He grabs my bag, throws it in the back of his car. And I didn't clock it at the time, but all 4 windows were down on his car. Now, compared to where I came from, comparatively speaking, it wasn't that hot. All right. I get in the back seat. He turns around, or he gets in, reaches over into a cooler on the passenger seat, grabs a bottle of water out of the cooler, which is cold, reaches back and hands it to me and says, "Hey man, you're gonna need this. It's a hot one today." And then rolled out with all 4 windows still down on the car. 35 minutes, Scott, on the interstate in probably 90-degree heat. And we were rolling like I was in high school in my truck back in 1994. Once the air conditioner broke, and I just rolled with the 2 windows down, had the 255 air conditioner, and did not address it the entire time.
So you had the upgraded 470 air conditioner, though.
He almost took a wrong turn down the off-ramp to the interstate. When I say down the off-ramp to the interstate, if you cross over the interstate and then their off-ramp is coming up, once you get acclimated to heat for the comp. No, Kevin. He's following ways, or trying to follow ways, to say they tell him to make a right, and he almost made a right onto the off-ramp, as in oncoming traffic, to the point where I had to go, "Hey man, you can't turn down there." And he went, "Oh shit." And then went a little bit further where we were actually supposed to turn. We got on the interstate at 70 miles an hour with all 4 windows down. Thank God it wasn't that bad, like hot, but never said, "Hey, do you want me to roll the windows up and turn this air on? Hey, sorry, my air, the air in my car is broken. I got to get it fixed like tomorrow, when hour just went out earlier today. When I woke up this." Not a single word. Old Clarence, that was his name, informed me right before we got on the interstate that, because I asked him, I said, is it really 35 minutes from here to where we going? And he's like, "Yeah, man, it looks like it. I could probably get us there a little faster if you okay with some fast driving. I'm from New York City." And I went, how about we just get there? And then he didn't say another word until we pulled up to the venue. Bro.
Yeah, I've had I've actually had pretty good luck with Uber or Lyft. No, I've had worse luck with taxis.
Up until that point, I've had a fantastic track record with Uber. Even when we were in Fort Wayne, and there's only 5 guys that drive for Uber in the entire town. And I know that because we got the same guy 3 different times in one day. Those guys were still good. The dude that picked me up in Phoenix at the airport for Legends was awesome. We talked about baseball and football and whatnot the entire way there. This dude did not say a word. I was a little concerned because he handed me the bottle of water. There was already a bottle of water that was partially drank sitting in the pocket behind the seat. I'm sitting in the back, and there's, that was already half drunk, and I was like, okay, that's a thing, I guess. And then we rolled out all the way there, and wherever he's at, I hope he's doing okay. God bless him. I tipped him mostly because I didn't want him to hunt me down and stab me at any given point. But that was bizarre, dude. How you not going to address it, Scott? It's 100 degrees or 90 degrees, whatever. And you just going to hand me a bottle of cold water. Here, man, you're going to need this. Hang tight. Let's go. I can drive fast if you want to. And I'm like, no, let's not do that. please. Let's just get there safely.
I wanted to address this. CrossFit said, where'd you get that games tee? People to Caro, probably.
Yeah, pretty much.
Vendor Village.
Pretty much. Vendor Village. Yeah, I picked one up early. I know somebody over there. They brought me one.
Yeah. All right. So you went to Monster Games last weekend.
I did.
Big competition in Missouri every year. Kind of the First Form headquarters. Am I right?
I mean, First Form was all over it. That is for certain. I don't know if that's where their stuff certainly is, but there was 900 athletes there. And we all got 3 First Form shirts. And they had 2 separate First Form booths set up where they were handing out protein and their energy drinks and it was very, very similar to Legends and like as far as that kind of aspect is concerned.
So you had a good weekend.
Finished seventh. Had 2 top 5 finishes that both of them probably, once my mental game goes a little bit better, well, I say that for one of them for sure. Just believe in myself a little bit more. It's probably 2 first place finishes. The second, 4th place finish, I was on track to actually either win or come out second. It was between me and my buddy Jason. And just I missed the bar muscle up at the very end. And normally 9 times out of 10, like I can tell if I'm fixing to fail one, and this one just hit me out of left field, like to a point where I did my 5th one, and I came back up to do the 6th one, and I got right here, and I went, oh no! Like I just knew it was happening. It felt like it was happening in slow motion, and it hit me like right here, and I just couldn't get all the way over. But yeah, I mean, it was fun, dude. Well run, like the whole entire comp, everything ran on time. They did have to pivot. So we had they called it Project One was the name of the actual workout, but it's basically a fake high rocks where we had to do a ruck. We started with a ruck run and then did a sled drag, then a run, then a skier, then a run, then a lunge, and then ended on a run. And it was going to be raining and possibly thunderstorming on Friday morning. And they were doing that in the pool, the swim event that the Elites and the RX had kind of at the same time, at the same place. And they didn't want that to end up like running super late. So they just switched everything from that was supposed to be Saturday and put Friday and put Friday's everything on Saturday. But even that went relatively smooth. Like once everything got loaded back up on competition corner, the seating wasn't necessarily right again. So like I should have been in the second heat. I ended up in the first heat. People that were supposed to be like that kind of got messed up. But then once that day passed, it was fine. Like no big deal. Everybody got reseated on Saturday morning. Everybody that was supposed to be where it was ended where it ended right or got there correctly, if that makes sense.
Denise asks, did you like all the workouts?
Aside from the wannabe high rocks thing, yes. And that's just me, personal preference. I used to be a really good runner, and I'm not a really good runner anymore. And I was telling one of my friends this morning, I told my buddy Gareth this over the weekend, like at one point, I really in my head was just thinking, I just don't want to be out here. I just don't want to be doing this. Like if I wanted to do a high rocks, I would go sign up for a high rocks, like an actual high rocks, which FYI are also inside, not on turf outside when it's, 92, 93 degrees. Like it was hot, dude. You go look at their videos and whatnot that they're putting up. You see any of those from the outside event. You see people dumping water on them. You see volunteers dumping water on people that were participating and whatnot. It's because like it was pretty miserable on the field. Outside of it, like that turf, it holds heat. It holds heat pretty well. Outside of it,
fixing to fail sounds like Bobby Boucher doing CrossFit.
I gave you that one, CrossFit. I gave you that one. But aside from that, all the rest of them, even the one.
Speaking of Bobby Boucher, turf is the devil.
Turf is the devil. Turf is the devil.
Even in Wisconsin, that turf would get unbearably hot.
I didn't know because I have spent this much time on turf. This first one try to evangelize everyone. We did have a prayer before or at opening ceremonies. I will say that. And they did. Whoever the people I was talking were talking about their faith. I'm a believer, so that doesn't bother me whatsoever. And I think if it bothers other people, then maybe you're in the wrong business, because it's very easy to just not listen.
Yeah, they're flying now, dude.
Yeah, I see that. Anyway, always on grass with the windows down. Yeah, more or less, dude. The other one, I won't say I didn't like it. I would say that like I was telling you earlier, I had a really, really bad plan and I executed it perfectly. And I got the exact results I should have gotten for having such a terrible plan. And that was the former carry / gymnastics event. I was good right up until I wasn't. Once my grip went away, there was no coming back. My forearms are still, like if I do that, this part right here and then that part right here is still sore, like still hurts from that former carry one. And it's just because I didn't think I was going to have to break up the gymnastics as much as I should have. And it cost me big time. That was my we had 20 people qualify, 16 people showed up. I finished 15th on that one. Not a great, not a great thing, but I mean, it is what it is. I ain't that mad at it. All in all, dude, I had a blast. So,
Brett Owsley, fellow Bears fan. I did Monster Games a few years ago, and my truck registered 112 degrees outside. Gets a little hot in those rhinos. We did a 400-meter sprint into GHDs and sandbag cleans on the field.
Well, it's in a different spot now. So that was the only outdoor event that we did. It used to be in Joplin. Now it's
East Venture reference.
I got it. I missed that. Sorry, Brett. And now it's in Overland Park, the Overland Park Convention Center. So the only outdoor event we had was the fake high rocks and the Elites and RX had the swim rope climb one, which was wild to go into here. Like I knew a couple people that were in both Elite and RX, and they were like, dude, people are struggling to get a rope climb coming out the pool. One. And I think it was 4 rounds or something like that, 5 rounds, whatever it was. I was like, wow, okay.
You didn't get to do that one?
No, old people did not get to swim. So it was at like a Jewish center type deal, like a fitness. I don't know I forget what it exactly called, but the pool they had was only 8 lanes, and they just weren't going to be able to run all of us through it. Like it just wasn't going to happen. So we got to do the Project One thing instead. And like I was saying, dude, I found myself out there just not wanting to be out there and doing it. Yes, like a Jewish community center type deal across that. Yeah. It was a nice place, like really, really nice place. Yeah. So apparently where the ropes were on that end of the pool, me and one of my buddies, the guy who finished in 3rd place in my division, Jason, was talking about it. Like we had talked to different people, and he said that like he and I, we'd have had to go down to hit the bottom and jump off of it to be able to grab onto the rope. The rope was hanging in the water, but like I wasn't gonna be able to. I was either tread water or go down the bottom, try to spring off the top, and then grab a hold and then see if you could do a climb if you weren't so tall, as tall as tall enough, I should say. So that probably hindered a lot of people, like just trying to get to the rope and then maybe see if they could just climb up it, because rope was already wet from being in the water. It had rained the day before, and they were all just kind of sitting out there.
Yeah, that rope in the water thing that's the second year they've done that.
I have no idea. Believe it or not. Not a clue. I just know that it looked fun, but then and it was any kind of rope climb you wanted to do. But if you're in the pool and you don't have shoes on because you're swimming, like nobody's trying to foot clamp a rope barefooted. Like that seems like a terrible idea. Try to find it.
Yeah, at least a glimpse of it.
Yeah.
They may have
One of the reels
up.
that they put up here recently has like just like a highlight of people coming up. Yep, there you go.
But there you're in the water, and there's a rope hanging above the water.
Yep.
And now they've passed that already. So
yeah, it's pretty. They got all the reels. They got like quick cuts type stuff. That lady, Miss Karen, the head judge, her right there, dude. She is awesome.
She's OG. I used to judge with her.
I saw her at the little after party they had Sunday night, and I went and thanked her, shook her hand, gave her a hug and whatnot. I had a first time I really encountered her was at Legends last year, and that was whenever she went and flew on to one of the other judges because instead of no repping them or the person in question or whatnot, she said, I told him to go lower. And she was like, you don't tell him to, like, we watched her, like, I mean, it's a pretty serious competition. But and I told her that, and I was like, I just want to thank y'all. Like I said, I couldn't do what you do. And I can't, dude. I am not a good judge at all. Not for something like that. Not having to do it all day long. Like for the open, at my box, for people that I know doing, semifinals, whatnot, sure. Absolutely. But for that, and having to do it all day and in multiple days, I'd lose my mind. There's no way.
CrossFit just told the longest joke
I saw that.
Podcast history. Yes, way back like 10 minutes ago. Why are alligators so ornery?
He was waiting for me to answer.
Just now. Alligators are ornery because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
And no toothbrush.
Yeah, so I'm working on possibly interviewing the AFJ at the games this week as one of the vignettes. And I want to dive into like, how do you recruit new people to do this with all of the criticism and all of the,
especially now,
right? How do you get new people to want to come on and volunteer for this?
I hope you get to. I really, because I would love to know the answer to that question. That's an excellent.
I also want to ask them about how can you keep stepping on your own toes, trying to get this thing launched? Like a couple careless errors, man, and you're like starting at square one again.
And it's for them, what seems like something that might be kind of small and overlooked ends up blowing up in their face like horribly. Like the thing at Mayhem, dude, like that was a big deal. That's people going to the games. That's not just, and I understand nobody gives a damn about us masters athletes. I get that, but we do. We damn sure care about it. So for something to blow up like that, like I said, dude, something that was easily overlooked, easily missed, whatever the case may be. And how do you keep going after that? That would be a fantastic interview. I hope
my boy Brett here was affected by that whole thing at Mayhem. So like it's real. So they we're in talks. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we can get something put together.
Speaking of which, aside from me failing a bar muscle up and failing a handstand walk, I move well. Scott, no reps the rest of the time. Like on the burpees, no squat depth, no none of that. Failed bar muscle up, which obviously, like even pull-ups, toe to bar, all of that, good to go the entire time. Pretty excited about that because that means I'm moving like I'm supposed to.
I like this. I need to check this out. I have not. Speaking of no reps, anyone see WOD Science video on the difference in energy expended doing a no rep wall ball versus real wall balls? Pretty interesting. Basically says no reppers are cheating. And that's, I think, what Hiller's been pushing. These people that get away with like the GHD. If you're in front of the GHD, it is so much easier than being on the back of the GHD. We just have to come up with, which I think the Syndicate Crown did a great job of the line.
That was perfect.
So
good Lord, under the man's name.
JR.
Credit JR for that. Just simplifying it and going, look, hey, I'm going to put a line right here. You need to be on this side of it.
Well, and even like the muscle up, not having to come to full lockout, like when you're throwing yourself away backwards or whatever, like it's huge. The energy expended is huge.
Yeah. I can attest to that, just knowing that, like, from when I first started doing muscle ups to when I actually started getting better at them, my form started getting better, and having to go looking back at the videos of me doing them and going, I need to make sure that I'm here before I come here, because I don't need to waste that energy, first of all, getting no rep in a competition and having to go do it again. But, oh, my God, the difference that it makes between just trying to do them so fluid to take a half a second, whatever it is, and make sure you're good. And then now you got to go back and do it again. It's not the same workout.
And less cycle time, obviously. Yes.
Yep. 100%. 100%.
A couple things I wanted to touch on before they announce event 9, and we'll go live with that.
Yep.
Is, first of all, thank you, Ani Shoop, a new member. Super stoked about that. We've been killing it on the memberships over the last little bit.
Outstanding.
And Denise Moore, $10 for snacks for the trip. There we go, Denise. You're the best. Thank you.
Snacks are super important.
All right, so Pedro put an article out in Barbell Spin about media. Is it toxic or not?
I need to read the whole thing. I didn't have a chance to yesterday because I saw it on Instagram, whatever, like what the title was and whatnot. And knowing, not that I know, I have many conversations with Pedro, but I'm willing to bet I can almost recite what that's about.
Well, basically what it says is he basically touts all the coverage that their crew does between Savon Hiller, him, and the Barbell Spin.
Right.
It gets you your news. It gets your athlete interviews. It gets you your maintaining integrity in the sport. It gets your day in the lives. It
covers programming, pick a thing.
But he said, with all of the media out there in this space, if you want tactical games, you have an option. If you want straight down, just not really huge opinions, but just blah, you have that available to you. If you have, and it basically, like, everything that you would want is available to you in this space. It's up to you to choose who to turn on and who to turn off. And that has always been my belief. When I grew up, we had a channel flipper that you would flip through the channels. We didn't stream back then, and you would go through the channels. If something was on I didn't like, you turn the channel.
It's not that hard to do.
Right. But we're in a society, and it's been this way for a long time. It's just more pronounced now because everybody has a vehicle to speak. You know, in the Howard Stern movie, it said the people that loved Howard Stern listened to him for an hour a day. The people that hated Howard Stern listened for 2. Because they were looking for something to complain about.
Yeah. I don't know at what point in society we became a nation of complainers, or almost a damn planet full of them. It blows my absolute mind. If I see something I don't like, I just don't look at it anymore. It's not that hard to do. It doesn't bother me that it exists.
Right.
I can just move on with my day. Like, oh, that's dumb. I'm not watching that again. This is a perfect example right here. And now he's a nut. Yeah.
And now he's a nut.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say about Howard Stern. As an interviewer, he is very, very good.
Oh, yeah.
And so what I do is I curate his YouTube interviews because I try to learn.
Yeah.
I think he is so good at asking the question into the follow-up question. Now the rest of the stuff, I'm too old for that shit now. Like, and that's
you were probably too old for it when he first started doing it, so it's fine.
But as an interviewer, he is very good, and he's somebody that I can learn from.
Sure.
And that's just me. That's just a peek behind the curtain. I listen to people that help me get better at what I'm trying to do.
Scott, we've had a discussion before, and you're the same way. I don't like horror movies. Not a fan. Never have been. Right.
Neither.
A very long time ago, my now ex-wife talked me into watching. What was it? The Ring. Okay. Just her and I. My oldest was asleep. Turn off all the lights in the house. We're gonna sit here and watch this scary movie. About halfway through, I looked at her and I said, "We can turn this off whenever you feel the need to," because I was done with it. And it's the same thing if I start watching somebody's podcast, somebody's recording of a podcast, somebody's content. I can get 5 minutes into it and decide whether or not I want to watch it or not. And if Scott wants to watch it, good for Scott. I'm not going to. And it's not going to get any more of my time or attention. Why? Because I have free will. And because I don't let things bother me that are beyond my level of control. I can turn it off, dude. Real easy. Look, click, done. Moving on to the next thing. I'm going to go watch something that I want to watch.
You son of a bitch.
Listen to Imus. He's that old.
Oh, Don Imus.
In fact, I know who he is I'm that old.
Yeah.
So
I know who Don Imus is.
Just to let you know, I didn't even listen to Stern back then. I grew up in such a rural area. We didn't have a lot of options.
Yeah.
For our entertainment back then. We were very much like, I grew up in the woods. I had one TV channel and I had limited radio. So you got what you got. And maybe that's why I believe that choices are good. And you just choose what you want to watch or what you don't want to watch, right? Because I grew up, I didn't have choice.
Yeah, I'm glad people have choices.
I've seen more episodes of Gunsmoke because it was my only option.
Dude, when I would come home, go to my grandma's house, she had 12 channels. Whereas at my mom's house, we had 3. So TBS was normally what I would turn on. And guess what was on when I got home from school? The Brady Bunch. And there's reruns of the Brady Bunch.
Oh, yeah.
I
wasn't watching the original Gunsmoke, dude.
Correct. That's what I'm talking about. But that's what was on. So if I wanted to watch something, it was that or Andy Griffith. God forbid I was home during the day, Matlock, whatever the case may be. Because we didn't have anything. And as society has progressed, you got more choices to turn stuff on or turn stuff off or just change the damn channel. And the fact that people can't do that and instead insist that it shouldn't even exist because I don't like it is such a backward way of thinking to me. That blows my mind completely.
I want to get to this last thing real quick.
Yep.
Because
about 5 minutes.
WFP did put out a new Unbreakable episode.
Okay.
James Sprague. It's a little over 30 minutes. What I'm going to say is it is one of the best ones they've done. It actually was very touching. It was endearing. It made me like James even more. It went all the way back to his childhood where he fought being overweight and not fitting in, all the way to where we are today, right? Great, great episode. Why in the hell do you release it Games Week? You had 4 months of nothing. Maybe 3 months of nothing. Okay, maybe I'm overstating it.
I would say 3 months.
Content.
But you definitely, and you notice it happens every year. There's always a drought where there's nothing coming out because there's nothing really happening.
And you wait till 4 days before the CrossFit Games to put it out.
Calculating for what, though?
So now it's a mixed message, right?
Yeah.
James is the defending fittest man on earth. You're putting out a video 4 days before your competitor's big event where he is one of the favorites to podium, if not win. And now it's a mixed message. If I'm watching this, other than the WFP logo at the very beginning, I don't know it's WFP.
No.
Are you promoting CrossFit? Or are you promoting WFP? So this goes back to what I was complaining about last week. The strategy, the promises of the content and what they're trying to do have no freaking plan.
And they are executing that no plan.
They had a shitty plan and are executing it perfectly.
Executing it perfectly. I think, yeah. Yep, that one right
You're
there.
hoping for push through suggestions and autoplay views. Then put your freaking logo on it in the corner, something. It shows up at the very beginning, and at the end, it doesn't say WFP production. It says Buttery Bros production.
But it's on WFP's channel.
Correct.
That's a 3-card money deal. That's a moving the cups type deal. Hey, where's the ball at? Where's the ball at? Where's the ball at? Oh, it's right here. No, it's not. That's interesting, dude. That is interesting. I didn't get to see anything this weekend, obviously, because I was busy running around freaking Kansas City.
That's because they're too busy tanning on the beach. All right, guys. They are live.
Pull it up. Let's see. Shell game. Thanks, CrossFit. That's what I was trying to remember.
We are looking live in Albany, New York at the CrossFit Games.
Yeah.
Announcement for event number 9.
With the demo team. Bob's looking majestic. I like that blue CrossFit shirt. That's nice.
This is Instagram Live CrossFit Games. Moyo. Maybe don't go live until you're ready to make the
You're actually
announcement.
ready to go. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Don't round that parade, Scott.
Oh, I forgot. Now that I have an enhanced access, I'm not allowed to be critical of CrossFit.
Welcome, everybody, to the live announcement of individual event number 9, coming your way directly from the MVP Arena competition floor. We've got the demo team ready, and they're going to hit this in 30 seconds. You guys will be the first to see it. All right. Team, starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Can we get out of the way, boss?
Event number 9 is 5 rounds, 4 time. Start with a 200-foot run and follow that with 6 snatches. The men are going to use 155 pounds and the women 105 pounds.
Looks like a 200-foot run after the snatches.
Yep.
Now we're back on more snatches. Is it just, that's it? 5 rounds, 200-foot run, and 6 snatches?
Bruh. That's going to be quick, dude. Is that the whole thing?
Surely there's more.
Don't call me Shirley, Lito.
I'm not jazzed.
Is that the whole thing?
It looks like it. So just so you guys know, my Get Jazz stickers came today, so I'll have them with me this week. Come say hi. You can get a Get Jazz sticker. And the feed died.
But I say the internet's working pretty good up there.
If you didn't see, the Barbell Spin did announce there are 10 scored events. 10 scored events. There is a back-to-backer event. I think it's 6 and 7 on Saturday night. And then you go 7, 8, or 8, 9, and 10 on Sunday.
So this is just a flat sprint, dude.
Well, we think so.
I mean, from what we've seen of it so far.
The feed is dead. Dave's giving away yet another event. So much for the unknown and unknowable. Seems like the PFAA and the athletes won. Come on, man.
I wouldn't say giving away another on Tuesday, especially not this, is going to make a huge difference for whenever this happens. I mean, and it ended. Dude.
Setting it up to you for a knock out of the park.
I'm assuming he means a home run. Yeah. 105 pound snatches.
Masters Games event with one.
It was
rec and 5 deadlifts.
Yeah, I remember that one. Oh God, dog it.
Yeah, that run was a lot longer.
Yeah. But either way, dude, like, what was that, 6 rounds?
Yep, 6 rounds.
So 1,200-meter run or 12.
36 snatches.
Dude.
Another form of Isabel.
Yeah, I got running Isabel.
Couple extra reps. All right. Well, there you have it. Stickers are going to be available this week. I hate to run, but I did go over to be able to show that tantalizing event.
I am so jazzed.
So jazzed. With that, guys, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. You guys have been awesome. We have blown up over 400 new subscribers in the last few weeks or last week.
I am jazzed about that.
Yeah, I am too. So jazzed. With that, come see me, say hi. And I'm heading out tonight. I've been doing packing this morning and throughout the afternoon. And I'll be heading up tonight and tomorrow and see everybody there. I'm hoping to do a show tomorrow if I can stop my car somewhere in New York to do that. With that, guys, you knuckleheads get back to work too, because we got to. And we'll see everybody next time on Lunch with the Clydesdale. Bye.